What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I feel like it's been forever since I've done a video, so here's the next video. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing a new light because I haven't purchased a new light since the last video that I posted, which I don't remember what the last video was, but I wanted to make an announcement. We are over 200 subs now, and I feel like I just announced in the last video, maybe it was the last video, that we were over 100 now, so I mean, speechless isn't even a word I could use to tell you guys how awesome it feels. Thank you guys so much, because I honestly, Jeff and I never thought we'd even come close to hitting 100. And to be over 200 now and to see it growing, and the comments, guys, are awesome. You know, there have been a couple times in which I've gotten a missed comment, and for whatever reason it didn't display on my my app, I guess, to let me know. So for any of you guys whose messages have not been responded to, I'm sorry. I try to respond to absolutely everybody. Some of them simply just don't come up, and I don't find out till sometime later. So forgive me if that happens to be you. Couple updates. There was a gentleman named Michael, and Michael, I'm sorry, I don't remember your last name, but he had commented. He had asked a really cool question. I thought about the M2R Warrior. He said he had a jet beam model light. I apologize, but I don't remember the name, the particular model of his jet beam, and you could not activate or you could activate high mode on that particular jet beam mode, even in lockout mode. So he asked me if I could do the same thing with the M2R Warrior. I returned the M2R Warrior after I was done reviewing it because I still prefer my Claris light at this time to it. But he was so cool that he contacted Olight, and Olight told him that you cannot access any of the modes, including the high mode or the half press on the M2R Warrior while the light is in lockout mode. So Michael, a million thanks to you. If anyone else had that question, thank Michael for that. That was awesome. Another commenter, and I apologize, I tried going back through the comments, but so many of you guys have commented now on so many videos, and it all comes on one big long feed, so I wasn't able to find the comment again, but you know who you are. And to the gentleman that had left the comment, for a lot of the Claris guys out there, listen up. A lot of guys mentioned that they could see the step down in both the XT2CR and the XT12S model lights when I put them on the tree comparison videos. And there was, in fact, a step down. And this particular viewer noticed that, and he commented in there that the tail cap, when you think it can't turn anymore, you can actually almost even like eighth turn it even more just to make it really snug on there. And he was absolutely right. I went back to my XT12S and my XT2CR, which I carry every day, and I turned the cap just to see without going, you know, Hulk hard. I couldn't do that anyways, but it did. It moved just enough more so that ever since, at least on my sample lights, I have had 0 step downs. So if you guys are having that problem, if you'll happen to have those Clarises, I would imagine the same might be said for the XT12 GTs. And anything in the XT lines, if you guys are experiencing that, just simply tighten the tail cap down. And, I mean, till it's really snug. And you'll know if that's you, because I knew instantly when I tried it. If that's you guys, whoever that viewer is, I'm sorry again, I don't know your name. Thank you so much. That was awesome, and it definitely helped me with my lights, so thank you. To get on with it, this is going to be a kind of quick video, guys. I posted a video, I don't know how long ago now, it wasn't terribly long because the channel's so new anyways, on this little Ultratac A5 light, which is either a AAA or a 10440 cell light. This has a 10440 in it right now. And I was surprised because it didn't get a lot of attention, and maybe I'm just one of those odd guys that really likes my super small pocketable lights, because for me, it's not enough to carry a big primary light all the time, which at this time is my XT2CR. I always have a backup on me. I'm always wearing shorts with cargo pants, with cargo pockets, and I always want something on me that's capable of really nice output, and not so much that I'm handicapped, if that makes sense. So if my primary goes down, I still have more light than most people. Those are my objectives when it comes to lighting tools. Also, I like knowing that if I'm at an airport or something like that, and for whatever reason, if someone just wanted to confiscate my big light, I like having something small enough that you know, it can stay on my person, even in an airport or on a plane. So, having said this, guys, what I wanted to make this video on was, if you want to see the review of this light, by the way, it is on the channel at some point in time. I don't remember when I made it, but if you want to check out the stats and stuff, check it out if you guys want to. So what I'm going to do tonight is I want to show y'all just how much brighter little AAA sized lights are if you buy the right ones compared to your kind of conventional keychain lights. For the kind of standard of keychain lights, maybe you guys have heard of XStar. XStar is a really, really cheap light. I think this one was rated like between 5 and 10 lumens. One of my little brothers actually keeps this one on his keychain. And it's not a bad light, honestly. Especially in complete darkness, you can absolutely see whatever you need to with this light. But I want to compare this light with two of what I consider to be the heavyweights in this category. The Nitecore tip. This light has been out for a while now. I have a video on this one as well if you guys are interested. I will say the biggest problem I have with this light is that it's not IPX8. If it was IPX8, I would have stayed with this one the entire time and never even looked at something different because I've been so happy with the beam pattern and the user interface of this light. But as it is, I really prefer to have something IPX8, and the Ultratac A5 is that light, plus it's got the rear tail cap, which is my favorite user interface. So we're going to be comparing the XStar, again, somewhere between 5 and 10 lumens, to the Nitecore tip, which I think is rated at, I think it's 350 plus lumens. I'm sorry, guys. I've had this light for several months now, and I don't remember exactly how much it is, but I know it's not 400. I know it's somewhere in the mid 300 category. And then the Ultratac A5 is rated at 380 lumens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare the 5 to 10 lumen XStar to both of these lights in simple beam shots, guys. And then on the ground beam shot video that I do at the closest distance, like 10-15 yards, I'm going to compare both of the heavier hitters for the small category lights to the XT2CR, so y'all can see just how much bigger of a difference it makes to have a full-size primary light. So without further ado, we're going to walk outside, and I'm going to explain to y'all exactly which light's being run and when. So here we go. All right, guys. So as a control here, this is the XT2CR, or this is the XStar, sorry. And you can see this on my hand, it's only got one mode. I would even say this one's as bright or a little bit brighter than most people's keychain lights, at least the ones I've seen. I'm going to put it on the wall here, just so you guys can see the beam, the wall of the house. And I'm going to aim it on the floor in front of me. This light is so dim, guys, I can't put it in the yard, or y'all aren't going to be able to see it in the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off this light outside real quick, and y'all are going to see darkness. Let me see if I can get it on. This is the XStar light. This little table, if you can see it, barely lighting up at all. That's about how bright it looks in real life. But this table here is not even, maybe a yard in front of me, guys. Okay, so this is the XStar light. Okay, now beside it, in its brightest mode, I'm going to go ahead and put the tip on, and I'm going to cycle through the modes actually. This is the tip on the right in its lowest mode. This is the XStar. Okay, tip, XStar. Again, we're 1 meter in front of me roughly. Here's the second mode. You can't even really see the XStar anymore. And then its brightest mode. That completely washes out the XStar. So, just as a brief comparison, this is the XStar. This is the tip. Okay, tip. And I'm moving the XStar. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, turning off the tip. This is still the XStar on. I'm going to the A5 now, okay, by Ultratac. Here is, let me put it, it's got a really strange user interface, guys, with how it cycles through modes. It starts in medium. So this is the lowest mode here. I just cycled down one mode. The next one will be the high. We'll leave medium out. This is the XStar. This is the Ultratac. This is the XStar. This is the Ultratac, okay? This is the Ultratac in high. This is 380 lumens. I'm moving the XStar light. You probably can't see it at all. This is the Ultratac. So just to give you guys an idea here, this is the XStar on the wall of the house, for example. You can see this moving. So imagine, guys, I mean, let's just say you're in a position, honestly, where all you have on you is one light. In pitch darkness, unless all you're using your light for is finding the keyhole to a door, and I'm going to put it on the door right now, okay, then this light's kind of useless in all seriousness, okay? Look at the difference it makes, like even just going to the Nitecore tip. When I turn it on, let me see here, sorry. I mean, look at that difference. On the wall, I mean, it lights up a very, very large area. You could use this thing even as a defense light if you really, really wanted to, in terms of its brightness. I'm done comparing the XStar now. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to just do a yard test. We're not going to do either of the tree tests because neither of these lights will really reach out to there. They're not really designed for that, and we won't do the pole test either. So moving forward, we're going to go ahead and start in high mode. We're going to go ahead and start in high mode. We're going to go 10 to 15 yards out, okay, guys? So this is the Nitecore tip on the left. Make sure I'm in high. This is the Nitecore tip. This is the Ultratac A5, both in high modes. This is the tip. This is the Ultratac. This is the tip. This is the A5. Now, I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but the flood looks almost identical on both lights. The A5 is definitely brighter than the tip is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the A5 on. This is the A5 that's on now. And just to end this video briefly, on the right side of the A5 beam, which is this one, I'm going to turn on the XT2CR just to show you guys the difference in brightness here, okay? So here's the XT2CR in high. So this is the A5. This is the XT2CR. This is the A5. This is the XT2CR. Guys, I hope y'all like that video. I know it's a quick one. I hope y'all can see me right now. Can you see in the fish? Awesome, thank you. But just so you guys know, these lights, we're talking about maybe 20 bucks for one of these. So to have a backup option that's that bright, I mean, I could easily use this A5 for my primary if I wanted to. It doesn't give me as much light as I'd want, but it gives me a heck of a lot more light than 99% of the population's carrying on them every day. So if you like the light, check it out. It's by Ultratac. Brand new company, guys. I don't know what their reputation is, but I know that I've been carrying this light for roughly maybe a month and a half now. I've had zero issues, and I do use it fairly often. The tip's been out long enough to know, guys, this light holds up. Keep it out of the water, out of fully submerging it. It's an excellent light. I hope you guys like the videos. Thank y'all so much for subbing. Thank you for all your comments. We really appreciate the support, guys. It means a lot to us. Stay safe. God bless.